Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're talking about redneck ways to stay warm on a cold day. So thankfully it's actually a decent day outside today, even though it's fall. But I know that if you're riding in colder weather, it absolutely sucks, and it's also dangerous. Now, I don't think these are permanent fixes. I think if you're gonna ride in colder weather regularly, you should just invest in some actual proper cold weather gear. But if you're just gonna have to do a couple trips in colder weather, I think these are gonna be some tips that are gonna help you out. I used to have a really long ride from Baltimore all the way up to Lancaster. The few times that I had to do that trip, I used all these tips and they were wonderful. So the first one, and I think this is like maybe the most redneck out of all of them, I bought hand warmers. You can find hand warmers at like any Walmart, Target, pharmacy, any store. Just get yourself a set of hand warmers, and what you're basically going to do is stick the hand warmer inside of your glove on top so that it's resting on like this surface. You get yourself some hand warmers and you put it in there because when the blood is traveling to your fingers, it's going to travel through the veins on the top of your hand. And so when it reaches your fingers, it's going to be nice and warm. So this will effectively prevent your fingers from going cold so that you can't move them as fast anymore, or like you lose feeling in them. Just stick some hand warmers inside of your gloves and you will notice a world of a difference. Similarly, take those same hand warmers and stick them into the toes of your riding boots and then put your foot in there. I have perforated riding boots, so they have like little holes so the wind would always go through, but when I had the hand warmer in there, it just made the air that was flowing across my foot nice and toasty. And one other tip, one other placement for your hand warmers, and you don't necessarily have to have a hand warmer for this one, they might be a little too small. But if you go to any store and you buy a reusable, microwavable heat pack, it's one of those you microwave it and then you're good to go for like 2 hours. I would be, guys, I'm sorry about this, but this might be a little bit difficult for you to manage. But if you're a girl, I would literally just stick that inside of my bra cups. So it would be effectively just covering my chest right here, which is getting a lot of wind, especially if you ride on a naked street bike that doesn't have a windscreen. Using that reheatable pad and just putting it across the chest here helped a ton. Keep that cold air from constantly hitting me. So that's what I did with the hand warmers and the reusable heat packs. Very redneck engineering, but let me tell you, it worked great. Second super effective tip, if you just take some latex gloves, like the latex examination gloves, you can get gloves anywhere again. And it doesn't have to be latex, it could be nitrile, it could be whatever, as long as there's no air that can come through the thin rubber. You can put those on your hand and then slide your gloves over, and that'll keep the cold air from getting to your hands and it'll keep the warmth in. This next tip is like really basic common sense. There's a couple places on your body that heat escapes. One of them is the top of your head, so please just close the vents on the top of your head. Keep the bottom one open so that your visor doesn't fog up. Alright, that is it, my friends. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my redneck engineering tips on staying warm during cold weather. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.